Is we ready, Stank? Is you gonna sit there and be cool, and then I can do what I need to do? Yeah, nay. Hold on, how long it go out? Hey, Silpers, how y'all doing today? I know I'm super late on this one, but oh, be right back. Don't you? It's all good. So welcome, sippers. Welcome to Sipping and Sip with Sabrina. I am Sabrina. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Like, share, all those good things. I appreciate it all. We got a few sips for the sippers on this force. The second half of force. We already seen the first five, so we're on the second half. So I won't hold it too long, but let's get into some things. Why you can't sit over there in your own little spot, honey? What are we doing? Now you want to act, we looking dusty, so ain't no point in you trying to want to be in the camera today. We just came from outside looking like I don't know what. Let's see where we at, y'all. We on Power Book 4, Season 1, Episode 6. This is how we are reviewed, play by play. Okay, stopping off where we started from. Let me see. The boss daughter had ended up killing the plug. Because she was deciding that she wanted to go see the father or whatever. So because I feel like she didn't want her to go see her daddy, it's like it was a reaction. Plus, she was already high anyway. And now, fast forward to the end of last week, the girl was sitting in there just getting lit while the dead body just laying in there. She still getting lit, which is wisnered. But hey, it's neither here nor there. Some people function like that. Okay, so episode ended with Tommy getting Liliana into the house. Liliana, don't forget, she's from New York. She had just got shot during that drive-by by Jannard. Jannard is the one who did the drive-by. And he did the drive-by in the midst of them doing the switch up, because Tommy was going to get Liliana from the serves, and then this is what Jannard decided to do. And don't forget, they was in front of Tommy's place. And so at the end of it all, Jannard was burning everything, the truck, his clothes, like everything. And he's smiling because I'm thinking he really thought he hit Tommy, but I don't believe he hit Tommy. But that's what he thought in his mind, so we'll let him have that. So Tommy and the boss daughter is burying the bodies, and why it's burying the plug. And why they doing that, they are pretty much talking. She in her mind is thinking she wouldn't kill, and Tommy just talking to her, letting her know what happens after a killing, like you don't get caught, and of course you don't want them to find nobody. Duh, you don't want them to find the body because then that's you 9 times out of 10 you can't get caught. Um, she is kind of bugged out. I guess this is her first time actually going through this whole process, but she handled it kind of well to me, and I feel like she still went along with the process, with no problems. Barbara and Bruh Jannard is at E funeral. That was Jannard right hand man. Um, and he had got shot when they was trying to take out the sirs. And nephew was also at the funeral as well. And I must say, the preacher did play his part very well in this particular episode. And the reason why y'all keep seeing me pause like this is because I'm trying to remember. Like, it's been so long since I actually seen it. I really should have probably watched it one more again real quick from when I wrote down my notes or whatever. But yeah, the preacher had ended up really doing his part, y'all. Like, I almost thought I was sitting in the fruitable. So I kind of thought I was sitting at the funeral at the same time. Now, while the pastor is doing his thing at the gravesite, he giving his last words, his eulogy or whatever. Jannard is talking to his barber. Jannard is talking to his brother, telling him, like, he wouldn't be in that box if it wasn't for Tommy. So once again, Jannard is blaming Tommy. And Barbara just like, bruh, we all knew what it was when we went in. Now, show some darn respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? And then Barbara gave E Mama an envelope full of money. Um, and then it was Barbara, Jannard, and a couple of other people from the team that grabbed the shovels to throw the first dirt. Boss Flynn and the Flynn and Boss Flynn and the fam are at Simon funeral. And that's Boss Son right hand man. And it was Boss Flynn homie that ended up doing their energy. But I don't know if I want to call it a eulogy, but I want to say it was more like a toast. Now that I think about it, it was more of a toast than a eulogy. They was kind of at a bar and saying their last minute words, but it was more like a toast to me than celebrating the home going. And the whole time the boss line is looking like this is straight BS. Like, I don't know what is going on. Okay, so Flynn starts coughing. Daughter is now concerned. And of course he's gonna say he's fine. So that cough you done had for a little minute now. It is no change. In that cough at all, whatever. But overall, it was a great little turnout for Simon. So the daughter went to go see her brother because she see him looking sad, and she like, let's go talk to him. And Boss Flynn is because she talking to her dad, and he telling her like, "Nah, let me go do it." So he goes over there, and pretty much just kind of, I feel, make him even more sad by reminding him of how they've been friends since they was 3 years old. He in a box because of a stupid decision that pretty much the son had made by going into business with Tommy and Diamond Barber. And then he just pretty much ended it by telling him, like, you know what? He not coming back. But let's hope that you do. And that's when the son walked out the door on that note. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't making it no better at all. So when he go outside, Six is outside, and she like make it right with they pop. And son just like, no, he really pretty much goes both ways. They argue a little bit, and then they change the subject. And they kind of was talking about like their side hustle and what side hustling that you got going on. She like, it's really too late. That opportunity that I had for you, bruh, is totally gone. Cause as you know, her and Tommy has already went into business. Um, but even though it's Tommy Day, but I wonder will he be mad if he finds out that the person that she decided to go into business with was actually Tommy. I think she's gonna lose. He's gonna lose his mind if he found that out. Please like, subscribe, dislike, share, comment, all those good things. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. Now let's get back to it. She didn't inquire about they pop's health. He like, it's his bronchitis every year, same thing, and pretty much trying to tell her she overreacting. Truth of the matter is, Boss Flynn lying to everyone pretty much about his health. I don't think he want to get better, only because like he telling everybody a lie, like he really ready to go. In a sense, is how I feel. So Boss Flynn is in the little joint, and he talking to his right hand man. Baba. And he telling the right hand man that death pretty much come for us all. And his right hand man is really looking at him kind of sad at this point, because like you still got life that could be saved. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's messed up that you're not trying to get no type of help at all whatsoever. So you know, he just telling them like it's still hope for your son, you know what I'm saying, right now. So please believe that, because you know his son is over with and all that good stuff, like because he is on drugs, strung out bad. Tommy, Barbara, and Jannard is in the trap, the basement of the barber shop or whatever. They chopping it up about not getting allies. Tommy like, it's the cost of war, the price of doing business. Jannard not feeling it. He like, we had both buried people on their sides when he talking about Boss Son and him. But he upset because he like, but Tommy, who did you bury? And Tommy like, you act like you ain't never really did a big play. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just pretty much inherited your brother play. and pretty much was acting like he was stacking all the chips and doing all these things. But the way Jannard is acting, you would kind of believe like this was his first go round. Um, and Barbara like, well, pretty much that's enough. And Tommy like, nah, this who we are. We all went in eyes open. Boss son like maybe so. But anyway, they had been talking, and I assumed that he was saying him and CBI, him, Jannard, and Diamond is the only people that had been talking. Tommy like, that's funny to me, cause I thought we were all equal on decisions. At least that's what we've been talking all this time. And of course, it feel like Son done kind of took over as the spokesperson, because he like they not trying to have a long war with the Sirs. Barbie like it's too high of a price, and Tommy like here now, here and now, we got they pipeline. Period. And Barbara like we already voted, and Tommy is pissed. He is leaving out, and Jannard like you bad for business, and pretty much bad for the city. And and Tommy turned around and like stop, Stank. You see, I'm trying to type. I'm trying to type. Now where I would eat? Oh, and then Tommy had turned around and was like, so that's it. They pretty much agree. He like I, Jannard is pretty much steady keep being with the BS. And it's like honor amongst thieves was short lived, huh, motherfucker. Barbara's Barbara was pretty much telling him like we gonna make everything all right, because they gonna buy all of the product that he got right now. And and he like 10 keys, 38 a key. And Jannard like buy, and Barbara says deal. Son agreed to the deal. Then that pretty much left Jannard pretty much no choice. And Tommy like y'all a trio. Barbara like nope, we going our separate ways. They will make arrangements for the pickup. Tommy like good. Let's please get this over with. Okay, so we all know that Tommy love money. We all know that. So of course he upped the price. And the serves and the serves would know that he included. Would know that because as soon as they return, they left bodies from, you got to remember, they gonna know who to come from, because the dude from CBI was left at one of the scenes, and then Flynn son guy was left at one of the scenes. So in my opinion, they're gonna need Tommy before Tommy needs them, because like they already had established, he didn't lose no one that day. They did though. So if they're gonna come back, they're gonna come back for the people that was left already on the site. So they're not thinking nothing about Tommy. They're only thinking about the CBI and the Flins. Son still had wanted to be a partner with CBI, but Barbara is like, that'll be too much heat if they did stay together. And Jannard pretty much like, now's your turn. Like, you should your shot to be your own man, not your old man. Take it. Um, um, they just pretty much like take it, but he been trying, but he really can't go too much further because his right hand is pretty much gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your right hand gone, what can you really do? You know, it's a lot. Think about it. You're sleepy now. Please like, share, dislike, comment, all that good stuff if you haven't already. Please and thank you. It's all free. Just so you know, it is very free. And I'm going to thank all y'all in advance. Please go on and subscribe now. See, that's why I be taking so long with these videos and stuff, because y'all not subscribing. So all y'all just want to look and you ain't subscribing. There's no reason for me to keep on rushing to hurry up and do a story or care. You know what I'm saying? I do got jobs. So if you want me to actually do this and make sure that y'all get these stories on time and in a timely manner, you might want to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And stop just wanting to come on here and just think you're going to get the story. If you don't subscribe, I will stop. Like, if my number's going up and I'm looking at all these views and 1 or 2 people only subscribe, no, we're not going to do that. So subscribe. If you don't do nothing else, at least subscribe. Hit the like button. Do something. Don't just keep watching me. Because really, you can keep watching somewhere the hell else. Go get your information from somewhere else. Because all y'all that been waiting on the rest of this series, you can go on somewhere the fuck else with the bullshit. Just saying. Like, all y'all fake as fuck. Y'all pretend like y'all give a fuck about people. Y'all don't be giving a fuck. If you did, all you would have to do is hit the like or subscribe and keep it pushing. Won't be no issue. But see, when you don't, life happens and I be like, I ain't finna do no video. I don't feel like it. I'm tired. Ain't no point. All they want to do is look. Ain't nobody trying to be subscribing and stuff. So subscribe. Now back to the episode. Okay, now boss son is lost. He got family bills to solve. He can't do it with his pops, and Six got her own thing going on. He grab his bag, leave his money for the keys, 127.5K is one key. They shake hands and go their separate ways. Tommy and Barbara is doing their exchange. And Barbara had noticed at the map and like, oh, you got the city caught up, huh? Tommy, like, he thought he did. And Barbara, like, whatever mine stays mine. See you on the other side. And Tommy just pretty much, he'll be waiting, whatever. And Liliana then walks in and he asking her like what she gonna do with her half for the money, because he finna invest in Dahlia, and she had just got shot. And pretty much, even though she just got shot, she ready to make some more moves. She not finna sit there and babysit no wound. She like, let's get this cash, period. So her and Tommy have money incoming. So she ripped her bandages off and Tommy freak out a little. He really did kind of freak out a little bit. And she pretty much told him, like, I'm in. He like, pretty much it is not a guarantee on your investment. And even though she say she's still in, he gave her some of her money back though. And pretty much tell her like a rainy day fund, laugh out loud. Like you need money to still survive until like this money start making money. So Tommy and Flynn's daughter are discussing, movement of Dahlia at her place, and he like locking drops hide in plain sight. So locking drops is like inside storages, lockers, like in a maybe a community center or a convention center or anywhere where people come from out of town and maybe get a locker, and you can like play on that part. So that's pretty much what the drop and lock is what he's explaining to her about the drop and lock, because she was confused, like what is that? And she pretty much probably wanted to be like, it's a ghetto, it's totally ghetto. She not feeling it. She don't think they're gonna be able to make big money. And he pretty much like, do you know the people who go to the convention centers are made people, socialites, people like you. They get lockers and storages. Um, Distro will get a text with a time, a location. It's an invite only. She like, what if somebody tried to, F us over or whatever? And he just was like, it's protected, one and done. No second chances, period. So if somebody tries something one time, they out. And so it's a one time non-negotiable term. Her family distro she don't want him nowhere near it. Walter can't handle competition, is what Tommy is telling her, and she wanted off her father and brother radar, period. Long enough for it to be her move. And pretty much he just like, okay, that's fine. He tell her about Liliana. She used to run for him, she got worked over by the Sirs, took a bullet, and she did not break. She good people. She got his back. And pretty much telling her like they need her. Her friend Reggie is on board. Tommy like, hell no, you lying. Hell no. He got to start at step one. And she gets a call from her dad in the midst of them talking. So, in the midst of them talking, think about it, you can go sleep. Don't go to sleep yet, okay? I'm finna be almost done, okay? And then we ain't gotta worry about it, okay? Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. So FBI is flooding Boss Man office at the dialysis clinic. He is explaining it's a legit business. They need to see certain papers. He's trying to log in. He's trying to log into the computer to show the paperwork, but don't know the password. Daughter walk in like, give me 1 minute. She log in, print out the paperwork. They match up. She like take the file and get out. Boss Flynn like, they trying to build a case against them. He like, next time have evidence on the table before you walk up in here with all this bull crap. Please, you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. And then Boss Flynn is pretty much going in on his daughter. He like, this is why you not ready. Flair's all in here, and you are pretty much nowhere to be found. You want to step up, then step the fuck up. Simple, point blank, in the period. Okay, Jannard is telling Barbara it took you a minute, but now he got his head on right. And he pretty much telling Barbara like, Tommy is the one who brought all this bullshit around anyway. And Barbara like, Tommy also the one who opened up some pipelines. Jannard like, he got E killed in the process. And Barbara just pretty much keep reminding him, you knew the risk. Jannard like, you got a soft spot for white boy. And then Jannard was like, the Sirs gone, but the big boss of Sirs will be back. And Barbara like, bet. You know what I'm saying? Jannard like, let's take 10% of what we earn, put it up for Sirs when they do come back. And pretty much we got this. Barbara saying, yeah, but his expression in body language is very much concerned. Okay. Is you gonna sit in your own spot, or do you gotta be up under me? Do you gotta be up under me, my guy? Okay. Boss Flynn, homie, walk into him lying on the ground, and he help him up, and Flynn tell him to fuck off, and he like, what happened? His head bleeding, homie like, you need to see a doctor. And Flynn said something like, oh, this little thing, and he like, nigga, I ain't talking about your head. I am talking about your health. Cause like his partner, even though you on the ground because you done fell out and don't know you done fell out. Simple. Um and then Buddy told him like, for real though, you do need to tell your kids or whatever. And he told him to shut the fuck up. Simple, point blank, and period. And then what Flynn tell me, everything you see ain't real. Now what? Now what you got to say? Now everything you see ain't real. Now what? And I'm just like, this is weird. Because what do you mean? So you telling him that what he's saying is you being sickly ain't real? Is that what you're trying to tell him? Like, yeah, you don't see me sick, you don't see me passed out on the floor or nothing like that. Like, don't pay that no attention. So Jannard pull up on nephew. And he pretty much telling him he need him to watch Tommy for 5K. He talking smack about being a babysitter, but he willing to watch and report. But why Is Jannar still on Tommy? I don't know, but I do hope that nephew don't get killed in the process of his bull crap. Um, I hope in my mind that Tommy end up catching him, watching him, and pretty much find out that that is his nephew, and pretty much be able to tell his brother, because he hadn't seen his son since he was 2 years old. So I'm just hoping that Tommy found out that that's his nephew, so that his brother will be one less thing to have to worry about. So Lydiana was in the convention center, and she was scoping it out. And Tommy and Boss Lord, they talking in the truck, not sure about the place. Tommy like it's okay to be poor. Have you ever taken public transportation? Nope. But she packed back through Europe at 17. Explain to me how you thought them two even matched up. Public transportation, backpacking through Europe. Come on now. You know you too much. Okay. Gideon got them on her earpiece. So she chime in on their on their conversation. They see her on the cam in the truck. So they asking about people and movement on the inside. So Tommy goes in with a suit and a bag. Briefcase. He get the keys from Liliana, head to the lockers. He install a cam in the locker, speak to the police officers. He looks great, by the way, you guys. The suit this fool got on is so sharp. Okay. I have literally, since I saw this, so it's been probably a month since I saw this particular episode. Yeah, I've been trying to find that jacket. That jacket's so fire. Like I want that jacket. I need to get that for a special somebody. He would be really sharp in this. He would really know how to wear that. I could see him in there. Um, and then he pretty much go back, chop it up for a little minute with the boss daughter, pretty much, and let her know that he is pretty much good to go. That everything on his end is legit and is ready. Okay. Please like, please subscribe. It's very free. Thank you very much. Okay. I hope you know people gonna see you on here acting up, acting like a little spoiled brat, and you ain't even no spoiled brat. So, Boss Flynn right hand is talking about the serves. No one wants to claim the hit. When the smoke cleared, names will drop. And Flynn just pretty much like, no names, more bodies. Tommy talking on the phone with a coffee in his hand, and Jannar, homie, nephew, is watching him. Liliana walked into the car shop. Barbara and Tommy, you know, the car shop that Barbara and Tommy, I think it was episode 2 or maybe 3, where they had the when Barbara was in jail, he paralyzed one of the bosses. So when he had got kidnapped and they had told him he had to make them runs and stuff for them. Okay, so they went. That's where Liliana is at, back in that shop. Um, and they pretty much talking in pilot. So I assume she gave her a key to the locker. Is to make a deal on Dahlia, the new product. Then she went to the people from the deli. Um, it might be the Jews, the Amish, somebody. They all be pretty much coinciding with me. If you seen the hats they wear, I don't know if you a pilgrim, a Jew, I don't know what you wear. Them hats just weird. Okay. What's the matter? Do you want this? Cause you ain't acting like you want this. I didn't know you want this, and you don't. So why are we making noise? Mm-hmm. Where was I at? Mm. Okay, so yeah, now they at that deli. I don't know what they was, but it's the same one that Bobby ended up going in when they ended up having just an hour to go and make sure they dropped all the drops or whatever. And Tommy was taking so long, so he ended up going in just to check and make sure. Um, I don't know if they Jewish, Amish, or none of that like that. And they ended up getting an envelope as well with the key in it. So he went to the locker, and old girl had went to the locker, and they got their product. Tommy and boss daughter is in the truck. Her phone blowing up is Reggie. Her friend, he pretty much need a re-up, and Tommy like, nope. Um, Tommy like, nope. That's like gonna be an end up. That's gonna end up being a setup, and he pretty much tell her to ghost him or whatever. I don't know why Tommy telling him to ghost her. Like, that's her friend. You do not be telling people to go stay friends. Um, they got eyes on the two that they gave the keys to. Tommy sent them both a text as they was walking away, letting them know that they did good so far. The men is like, what's the game? And old girl was like, what now? They don't know what they get into, and they are blindfolded into a play, pretty much. Because they weren't expecting nobody to get them nothing or to let them sample anything. So they don't know. Everything is like being blind to the fact. Boss playing right hand man driving, the cops end up pulling him over, and it's the FBI, and it's the two people that had been taking pics. Remember, like a couple of times, I don't remember the episodes, but there was episodes like when they was all at the bar. Then it was a couple sitting in the car where I thought was a couple, and I said maybe they was. I didn't really know what they were, but they are the FBI agents. Okay, the two people that keep snapping pictures everywhere and all this and that. That's what ended up happening with them. Um, and pretty much you remember that last time when they was doing something at the bar and they was sitting there and I told y'all that they said they was gonna end up getting information from out of old dude. Um, they this I guess this was their chance to try it. So they get to the car, bash out, knock on the window. He don't look their way, but he roll the window down and say, I know who you are. Y'all traffic cops too. I could have blew back like, cause dude, I'm a whole agent out here, and you talking about is I'm a traffic cop, cause I'm pulling you over. They like take it easy. You still got room. Play ball, make it easy on you for yourself. You know what I'm saying? He talking trash to them. Now I find out that he is the brother-in-law. That is why they so close. So that was the wife's brother. They pretty much want him to snitch, and they was pretty much asking him how long you gonna keep taking up for your brother-in-law. And to me, that implies they have been questioning him about him previously, or him and Flynn been through something together and you didn't snitch. I don't know, but inquiring minds want to know. And pretty much he telling them you ain't got nothing on him. And they pretty much ended up telling him, but we got 26 years on you. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much trying to just tell him no, like instantly, like let him know, like if he goes down, you do know you going down with him. Simple, point to the blank. That's pretty much how I took that. Is like he don't have a choice in this matter. Pretty much snitch, and that's how they do people. They do people, but I don't know why he ain't gone ahead and snitch. It ain't like they was gonna hold him accountable for it. You know, they get away with everything. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it, and it's absolutely free. Now let's get back to it. He told the FBI that Flynn floats and he a big torpedo to sink, but he will not be the one to sink it. Okay. And he laughed, he rolled his window right back up and drove off. And they still standing there looking just as confused, like he didn't bite, he didn't take it, he didn't. Oh man, they just standing there. You should see they looking real retarded. Like, why y'all just standing there looking like y'all just lost y'all best friend? All he did was laugh and drove off in his car. You ain't no traffic cop, remember? So what you was gonna do? What you was gonna say to him? And then Boss Flynn is asking his son what was his sister today. Of course, he do not know. And then he asked him about what happened to his head. And he like, he wasn't studying none of that. What's wrong with my head? Find out what your sis was up to. He's like, that's not my job. But it's Sunday dinner here or at Claude's. Like, yeah, Claudia is the sister, just so y'all know. Boss Flynn mad, like, what dinner got to do with it? Find out what your sis was up to. He like bartender will be at the dinner. Flynn like, no, she won't. Family only. Always and forever. No welcome here. No welcome here. Don't bring her. No. She not welcome, period. So she has no seat at the table. And son said, make sure her place is set. You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to tell me to worry about what my sister doing? You make sure that my gal place is set at the table for dinner. So son pretty much pulled a pop on pop and deflected and changed the subject pretty much. Sis whereabouts important to Pops. Pop didn't say what happened to his head, and bartender important to him. So if you want me to care about what you got going, you have to do the same. Tommy and his bruh is getting the stove together. They trying to pull out the stove or whatever. at Granny Crib, and that mug heavy, but they grabbed a beer. And Tommy like JP, that's Tommy brother. And he pretty much was asking him about his money situation. Um, and he pretty much was asking him about his money situation and how did it get so far over his head or whatever. And he like, to be honest, it started out being a slow progression. You know what I'm saying? First, it was the custody, the custody lawyers. Then it was private eyes, the bar that he have, and then his dad's medical. It started piling up pretty much, and we all have been there or know someone who was. He never caught up, and so, bro, like, but by the way, how you rolling in money? How about that? How you rolling in money? Laugh out loud, Q&A. I love it. Tommy still lying, getting offensive. Like I told you, I'm a businessman, bro. Like I'm trying to have a moment, and you like it's rainbows, and he pretty much just want to know like what you into. He tell him he been a drug dealer his whole entire life. Give me it. Ain't nothing else in there. Okay, here it ain't even nothing in there. You don't want this, right? Okay. All right. Aw. Come on, my tank of boy. Oh, I'm not trying to hurt your feeling. I'm not trying to hurt your feeling, babe. Babe, I'm not trying to hurt your feeling. Oh, no cry. No cry. Okay, so Jannard, homie nephew is looking through the window at Tommy and his brother, and he see them together. He shakes his head and end up walking off. Bruh telling Tommy he used to slang. He used to slang a little bit, but Tommy not going. He would still help him. And bruh is mad, and he like, dude, I don't need charity. I need to make. He like, shoot, I don't need no more charity. I need to make my own bread. Yeah, ain't nothing in there, and you don't want it. All right, so he ended up walking out, and Tommy was stuck now. Hopefully, Tommy used the bar so his brother don't get too involved. It's scripted, so I really don't know. But I know Tommy gonna figure out a way where his brother don't feel like he a charity case at all. Barbara and Jannard is peeping the pipeline, talking about old times. Like, how did Barbara know that he could do it when he was only 18, no knowledge of the game or the streets? And Barbara just like he knew that he was gonna be able to do it. And Jannard like, why? How? Too many questions. Pretty much. He like, cuz Um, I want to know because I was finna be in the Ivy League. You had people that you could have easily put in my position with seniority that been doing it for years or whatever. And he just pretty much like, why you didn't give it to him? And pretty much Barbara just was like, because they didn't have my blood. What are you saying? Um, and Reggie is still blowing up Boss Daughter ready for his re-up. Liliana, like, he would be a problem. And he gonna end up being a problem. And she pretty much like, uh, yeah, he gonna be a problem. I got 6 figures at stake. So I know how not to be a problem pretty much. My money involved in it, so I darn sure ain't trying to mess that up, of course. Please like and subscribe if you have not already. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Okay. Okay, Stanky Booty, we almost through. I promise. Tommy and Juliana roll up on the cook for the product. While she walking to her car from the store, she is scared to death. Do you hear me? She turned around and looked. No. She turned around and looked at them like the next thing, but she was just gonna fall out. Nephew walking to the shop and tell Jannard that he don't want the gig. Jannard get a little spicy. Nephew like find somebody else, and he gave him the money back. And the son was telling bartender that he put in distance between him and his pops, and that he invited her to Sunday dinner. He got her attention. He telling her good nothings. They making out, and a drive-by jump off. She stood up and bust back. She in shock, but she was ready. Okay, even though she was so not here for nobody busting and shooting at her, baby girl was ready for it. When I tell you he didn't even pull, she was pulling and she was ready. Like, I'm trying to push me out the way, and she was busting back. And Barbara go to his favorite diner. It's a chick in his spot, sitting in his booth. Come on. He's spoiled now. He is truly that. All right, now what was I gotta hurry up real fast now so I can get to my baby. Um. Okay, Barbara had walked into his favorite diner, and it was a chick in his booth, and she was like, "I don't see your name on it." So he looked up, and the owner was pointing at the same time, like, "What are you saying?" And it's clearly a newspaper article about him, and it has his picture, and she's impressed. She say a quote from Sonny Liston that would have been my cousin-in-law, R.I.P. She asked if he wants to join her in the booth or stand there. She for sure not getting up. Please believe that. So they chit chat, hit it off. She shared his she shared her food with him. They introduce themselves. They end up in the bed. If I may say, Baba is cut. He is fine. Okay. I mean, just absolutely sexy. Just saying. And let's not forget that he had the moves. Like he was flexing and tossing and flopping. Old girl. Like, hey, listen, he could have got it. I mean, picking her up. Boy, please. Strong, sexy man. Um, pretty much that scene had made me think of my legs who in a couple of little passer buyers, I ain't gonna lie, they look like they were having fun. And she pretty much was just she was being real, and she told him like you don't put in some. He was like no, she was like you don't put in some work. He was like yeah, it been a minute. And I'm sitting up here like, baby, forget a minute, baby. It's been 15 years. More like a stretch, okay? Not a minute, a stretch. But he really didn't know what he was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But hell, sex is like riding the bike. You always know the routine. And she think it's a game like he putting on, but he telling the truth. The phone ring, she gotta go. Soon as she get outside, someone sends her the clip of his 15-year sentence. Like I guess whatever was in the paper before he had got locked up, somebody had sent that to her, so she know exactly who he is. Tommy, boss daughter Liliana, and old girl who cooking the product are they all in the lab. Tommy is excited. Um, he likes everything he paid for. She like Maya on everything in here. Maya was the plug that's been killed. So everything gets on through her free and clear. And then Tommy was just asking her, did she need anything? Did she have everything she had to do to get tired? And she was like, I'm not a drug dealer. And I didn't know that this would still go on. And Tommy just like, whatever you need, we got you. Period. Point blank. And old girl from the car shop is peeping out the product with a flashlight, talking in Spanish to the fellas on her or her nephews. I'm not sure. Um, One of them tested and is mesmerized. She grab it, she tested, she lose her breath, talking in Spanish. Tommy get a text from Mrs. Soto. That's the girl at the car shop. That's her name. Lydiana gathering supplies. Her and Tommy chit chat about boss daughter. Juliana want to make sure she can do this. Tommy wonder about the cook. She's taking too long in the restroom. Tommy like go check on her. Some dude was spying on the boss's daughter, following her. I don't know if he looking for the plug or if he is after the daughter or what. I don't know if it's Reggie or whom, but somebody is looking at her. Um, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Son ended up walking into Pop's crib, go straight in for the liquor, playing like you good. He come about it, but I know he want to say hell no. Somebody tried to take me out. Pops is like, what the fuck? And he was like, he know it's the CBI son, like they white. So he think it was the Stirs. And so he had to tell his daddy, like, why would the Stirs be trying to take you out? And he pretty much like Tommy Egan, that damn cocksucker. Um, and he asked him, like, did you make a move with him? And the son just get quiet as hell. Pop, like, you dumb son of a bitch. He muffed his head. Pops is pissed. And pretty much he just was like, between you and your sisters, I have to run interference 24/7. It just don't make no sense. And Bob rattling his keys, walking to the crib. And old girl from the designer is all at his crib. I think her name Adrian though. Um, I kind of wanted to call her the Dinah Rosa Parks, the one who don't want to get up out their seat and shit. But I ain't gonna do that to her. I mean, cause she ain't want to get out the booth. I'm just saying. Anyway, though, he like 2 nights in a row. She like breakfast for dinner. He gave a kiss. He gave her the keys, grabbed the bag. Such a gentleman. He is such a gentleman. I'm telling y'all, he ain't a gentleman. And she better not be trying to play him either or trying to set him up. Um, I hope she really genuine though, because it is starting to feel a little setup-ish. All right, so we down to our last little bit. Daughter is at the storage. Reggie is who was following her. He pop out like, where is his drugs? She like, I've been busy. He like me too. He punch her in the face, try to choke her out and kill her. Oh my, y'all. It really was looking real. She slashed him across his face. I think with her ring or something, it's something that she had on the back of her hand, but she sliced the heck out of his face. He turned around, took his gun out, like from off his waist. She ripped his eye out. He trying to walk away. She just gave him a nice little headshot. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all Reggie would be all good until something happens. He not weird. I told y'all that won't work. I bet she listened to Tommy and touch his judgment from now on, but she probably won't still trust Tommy judgment because she too big trying to put her head on so she thinks she a boss and she ain't. Her and Tommy back in the field burying another body. She a pro now. She not shaking up no more. Tommy like, this is who we are. She like, this is what we do. She on her way to being a beast. Can't wait to see who and how her character really evolve. I really can't wait to see how that happens. Okay, so then Boss Flynn goes into the third spot. He shoot 2 guys, tells the third one, Big Boss served pretty much. came out the wrong one. And pretty much told her you came out the wrong one, and that he would kill everything that's connected to him. But then he see a waitress looking and decided she can tell him and shot him too. Then took one of their drinks off the table, drunk it, and walked out like a champ. Y'all sip on that and make it make sense. And I'll catch you guys the next time.